There's a war going on in Miami. Not the one you see in headlines, not the one with flags, tanks, or armies. This one is quieter, dirtier, forgotten. A war of survival fought with torn tents, dirty needles, and a mind that's slowly slipping away. It's a war nobody films, until now.
They say people over here in Overtown have made bad choices. Everybody judges them, but nobody actually asks what choices they had.
Some of these people had good jobs and good lives. Some of the people had careers. Some of the people have been in college. Some of them been professional ball players. But somewhere in their life, they fumble. And to the world, same thing. Stay strong, keep your head up, and never let nobody see you down.
Just give me your age, your name, and where you're from.
I'm from Miami. Originally, my name is Serenity, and I'm 29.
You think that what affected you the most wasn't the environment, but your own family, your own parents?
Absolutely, not them personally, but the stuff that happened caused everything else to happen. And then I went down the wrong path because I didn't have my parents to lead me the right way.
You pass them on sidewalks, you scroll past their stories, but each person here had a life before this, a job, a family, a goal. And then something happened. Maybe it was addiction, maybe a bad break. Maybe they were just born into a storm. Whatever it was, they didn't choose this war, but they're stuck in it.
What's your name and your age and where you're from?
You lose memory after you get unless someone forces you.
What type of drugs do you consume?
I'm not going for drugs.
You don't like any drugs?
No, I don't like drugs. They were forcing the pipe in my mouth, taking photos. He likes the chips.
Alright, have a good one. Alright, so first of all, your name, your age, and where you're from.
My name is Christopher Brown. I'm 50 years old. I'm from New Jersey, Camden, New Jersey.
Can you talk to us a bit about how the blood stuff works? What they give you, what they check, all that stuff.
Okay, this one right here is for HIV, for the PrEP. They check you if you're HIV negative. They put you in a program called PrEP for the SCOBY. It's a medication that prevents you from getting HIV.
And they give you money whenever you donate blood, right?
Whenever you donate blood, yes they do. They give you a gift card.
What type of drugs do you consume?
My drug of choice is marijuana laced with crack cocaine of a little rock, and you can crush it into a powder and you sprinkle it on the weed when you roll it up in the blunt.
You sprinkle it.
And they call it pink ting ting, or they got a lot of names for it.
How does it make you feel? How does it change your personality, for example?
Paranoia, it affects people different ways. Like in me, for instance, when I do it, I can't shut up. I gotta talk. Some people will do it and they get quiet. It affects people certain ways.
Somebody got killed right in front of that store.
In front of the store, got shot.
They had rifles.
2 kids jumped out and killed a dude on a bicycle. And they had rifles. I
Well,
don't know what type of rifles, but they were long guns. And they were loud. And they were fully automatic.
And growing up, what's one of the most difficult situations that you saw or happened to you?
Okay, I'm a white boy living in a black neighborhood. I had to fight all my life. I had to prove myself.
From the moment you're in elementary and middle school, growing up here, you're already seeing drugs and violence and all that sort of stuff.
All around me, yes sir.
From the moment you're a little kid.
Since I was a little kid, before I left the house, I've seen so much violence and so much drugs. I mean, there's the next door neighbor. I walk outside and he's selling crack right there. I mean, it's definitely not for children. This is the way they think. They think if they take the junkies off the streets, they'll stop the flow of drugs.
Got it.
Ain't that backwards? It's kind of backwards.
All right, good luck, bro.
Thank you.
So, just to start, your name, your age, and where you from?
Barbarita Perez, and I'm from Nicaragua. My dad was, when he rest in peace, he was the captain of the armed forces,
Oh, so there was a war in Nicaragua in the late 70s?
Well, yeah, it started, I believe, in 1977, and we came in 1979. The United States paid for us to come over here, the plane, everything.
How was it growing up here in Overtown? Can you tell us about
to be honest with you, it's pretty much like any neighborhood, but you just have to be a little tough skin, if you ain't got no real place to fucking lay out, they lay out here. Yeah, it's not easy, bro.
I hadn't seen this before, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the mattresses that they have to sleep at night and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's also like To avoid the sun, bro. That sun is crucial, bro.
You don't like Messi?
Yeah, I like Messi
There
too.
goes. That's good.
Do you know who Messi is? Do you
Yeah,
watch
I know,
soccer?
man, everybody, I like soccer. My son is he plays soccer, so I know Messi for all the publicity and all the things that it gave him already. So I ran across his name, and and plus he's from Miami, so Miami team. I like everything about Miami. So I like Messi. I like the pink uniform, his whole style of soccer. My name Robert Brunson. I can say that because I ain't scared of police. And my age is 52.
52, and were you born and raised here, or where you from?
I'm born and raised right here. Born right down the street from here.
We'll catch you later.
Thank you. Thank you too.
Sherry?
Sherry? Okay. So Sherry, what type of drugs do you consume? Want to know?
Fentanyl and crack.
The syringes, where you put them?
A mix of fentanyl, shooting crack and mixing it.
So it got infected?
Yeah, and built an abscess. This is shooting crack, shooting fentanyl for the first week. It caused another abscess, which didn't go down, so they had to cut it open.
You shoot it in your neck?
And then one day I woke up, I couldn't grip anything. My hands were numb. And then one day I woke up, I was completely paralyzed. I couldn't walk, I couldn't do nothing. My dad was physically abusing me, and the state took me away. I got with the guy that ended up being a piece of shit. Brought me down here and fucked up everything.
Do you want us to take you to the hospital to treat that infection or something?
No. I have a doctor appointment actually tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
This is Overtown, one of the oldest neighborhoods in Miami, once full of life, now full of pain. Every day starts with a mission: find food, avoid arrest, survive another night. The streets aren't safe, not from people, not from sickness, not from yourself. Some sleep under bridges, some don't sleep at all. And the ones who disappear, we don't even ask anymore. We just assume.
The public library serves the homeless like a sanctuary. There's water fountains where they can get water every day. People come here and give food every single day of the week. Once they go inside, they have air conditioning to protect them from the hot weather of Miami, sometimes cold in the winters and at night. Not only that, they have access to books. They have access to the internet where they can get entertainment, watch YouTube, do anything they want. What's your name and your age and where you're from?
My name is Jessica Johnson. I'm 31. I'm from Nigeria, Lagos.
Which drugs did you start consuming? What were the first drugs, and which affected you the most?
The first drugs I actually started was cocaine. Then it's sad. Like I never thought I could really stop doing cocaine, but then like one day I just I was on my head like a low point. I had a lot going on. I lost my storage unit. My clothes got auctioned. But it got worse because I ended up doing crack. So once I did crack, it was like crack is a very rough drug like that. It's a drug that will make you just like, I got to the point where I just woke up every morning and all I cared about was just getting a hit with crack because it makes you feel like nothing.
How did you get to start doing crack? What made you go in that direction?
That is a great question. I like that you asked that. Honestly, I was having a rough day. I had just lost my unit, my storage unit. Somebody came up to me, I was down, I was crying. And I would say a friend, but that's really not a friend. But, she asked me if I was okay. And I told her, I was like, I'm good. I was like, I'm out of coke. I'm just not in the mood. I lost my stuff. It just felt like everything, like the world was ending. So she whips out this like stem and she put a rock on it. And she was just like, just try this. And, the minute I hit that, it was like, I wouldn't recommend that from nobody. Like, I wouldn't recommend anybody trying that drug. Any drug, but that is the worst drug. I put the stem on. She lit it, and then as soon as she told me to hold it and breathe in, you feel like you're literally gliding on water. Your body feels like you're on water. You have no stress. You don't feel no stress. You feel like the happiest person alive, honestly.
Right. I'm wondering if you know a lot about this library, if you come in here often, and if you could come in with us and show us a bit how it works and all that.
Yeah, definitely. I do come here a lot. Library is the best place if you're homeless because you can come in, you can charge your phone, you can take a nap. They really tell you not to take a nap, but most of the time, if you're just quiet, you're good.
What do people come here to do mostly? Because I know it's not just to read books. They have access to the computer. So what do they do on the computers? Do they entertain themselves? Do they have to get some paperwork done? What do they do?
Yeah, it's a mixture of a lot. Like, some people, they use it for entertainment, watch movies. Then you got people that do use it to like get like their APT card, government assistance. Then you have people that, they need to take a nap or they just need to sit and stop being like outside because being homeless, you're outside 24/7.
Would you say that they try to sell drugs inside the library itself?
Yes, that has been something that when I first got here, it was a big thing. Like, if
people would be like, hey, meet me at the library, but now they got like a lot of officers. Like downstairs, there's like a total of like 3 officers. Then there's like 2 officers outside the building.
My name is Mercy. I'm 27 years young, and I'm from Arkansas. I'm actually on a mission trip sent here by God to restore hope to the hopeless. My mom and dad were drug addicts, and I was put in foster care because of that. So,
Also, they took you away from your parents.
right.
Did they mistreat you while growing up?
My mom, I didn't really know my mom until I was 18. So they.
No, your foster parents. Your foster parents.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, mainly. But once I got older, I didn't really have that problem.
Homeless people just want to be respected and understood and seen. I'm not gonna talk too long. I got stuff I need to go do. Some of us are in school. Like I'm in college.
You're in college?
Yeah, I'm in college. I grew up in foster care. I aged out, and a lot of my family, they pretty much like disown me, shun me. They don't really give a shit. Like I've been in 54 foster homes.
54?
To be exact.
While growing up, during the time of growing
From
up?
the age of 3 to 20, from the age of 3 to like 17, I probably had about 54.
Do you have any negative memories during certain parents?
Things that I'm not gonna speak on. I'm not gonna bring it back up, but
that you're fine with speaking about, like certain parents that treated you badly.
I've gotten beat for no reasons. I've gotten burnt with cigarettes. I got the marks to prove it. My whole back.
So foster parents have given you beatings?
Dude, these are all marks from foster parents.
It's just from your childhood. This isn't as an adult.
I never had these marks on my arms growing up. I got these in foster care.
What were they hitting you with?
Belts, extension cords, switches. So I've been through more stuff than most of the people you see around here that don't take showers and wash their clothes.
Right,
but I didn't let it get to me. I didn't let it overcome me. You know what I'm saying? If you get tired of being homeless, you don't want to be on the street, you will fix it. You will change it. Right. Stop going to the parking lot to eat every day. Come to the library every day. Sleep on the sidewalk. Get high on crack. They do the same thing every day. When you want to break that cycle, you'll break it. Yes, I'm a meth. I still smoke meth, but look at me to this day. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you. Yes, I do. I get on meth whenever the fuck I want. But at the end of the day,
doesn't meth affect your teeth? Because your teeth look fine. How has it not affected yours as much?
You don't see that?
Yeah,
in the back, they're all falling in the back.
So the back teeth.
Yeah, I didn't smoke it to the point where my front teeth will fall out.
Oh, so it starts from the back.
The teeth ain't got no discrimination. Of where they gonna fall out, wherever they gonna fall out at.
Yeah.
But I brush my teeth, I eat, I sleep, I actually take showers, I take care of my body. Try a little bit of everything with that.
But where did it start? Like going back to your childhood.
I started doing that when I was in school working. Like that drug, that's never affected my life. That's just something I do on my spare time. Yeah, 15, 16, somewhere.
Who introduced you to meth? Because
somebody I met at a sex party. If I'm being honest with you, I don't know how to lie. I'm very transparent. No, it's just there, and I wanted to try it. What's good? Y'all ain't paying me for this. Come on, clock a second. You need to speed up your question.
All right, we can finish here, man. It's all good. You've done great.
I know I did great. I'm a star, dude.
Yeah, you did good. You did good.
I'm famous in my own right.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. No, I gotta go pick up my check. I need my money.
All right, good.
The deadliest part of this war doesn't come with a bullet. It comes in a little bag. Fentanyl, xylazine, heroin, crystal. They promise peace, but deliver silence. Some people want to get clean, but where do you go when detox costs more than drugs? When rehab is full? When no one's calling you back? So you use again just to feel normal, just to escape the war for one more hour.
You don't like drugs?
No, I can't. I say you came around here while we're doing drugs. You shot me just then.
So you were doing crack, right?
No.
No?
I don't know what I was doing.
You don't know what you were doing?
No.
Me, I just did. I told them straight up, I smoke crack. That was it. And I'm not going to, I like what they do because they travel around and they help people in the homeless, bro. They're not trying to be no police type.
They're not police?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm homeless. I've been homeless a while. I just got out of jail. I was on my medicine and I had a seizure. So when I had the seizure, it was because I didn't take my medicine.
What happened to your hand? What did that to you, that mark? Can you show it?
I got cut. Somebody had cut me on the hand. I got cut by, I forgot.
And you got a patch here on your right arm.
Yeah, that's from blood interviews. I'm a diabetic, and I have to take my medicine. Without my alcohol or my sugar, I can't do my medicine. It wasn't there.
So you don't remember what cut you here?
No, I don't
You
remember.
know? You speak English
I like
too,
that
right?
she's real. Yeah.
Speak English?
She speaks English. I like that she's real though. She's not fake. You know, the women are the most real. The guys, they were like this. Get what you eat. I was like,
¿Qué hacen? ¿Están haciendo documentario ahora?
We're trying to do a documentary, yeah. We're trying to talk about drugs and violence, you know, in Overtown and how it works.
Wow, that's today?
Yeah.
Today's theme? Wow. Tengo una Navidad. Hay una bicicleta roja allá adentro.
All right. Here, check it out.
Ooh.
yeah. Is that for me?
Yeah.
Thank you, sister. I appreciate that.
You know that.
Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah.
How often do you usually change the type of clothes that you have? How often do you have to rotate it?
Rotate it. If it's not stolen, a lot of times, like that cart over there, where is it right now? Where's the cart? We gotta put. Somebody's in my cart!
And how long does it take to like heal?
Well, it depends if you take care of it. Like right now, it's heated. It's hot outside, so now you just you keep it warm, and it'll turn into liquid, and you could press it out. Right now, I look like a muscle like
solid.
Popeye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's turned solid now.
It's solid right now because this is a fresh one. But then this one, it went down because I already popped it. That's all.
Ma'am, excuse me. Hello. Hello. Sorry. Are you good, ma'am? You good?
Yeah.
We just came here to record a YouTube video. We're asking people stuff about drugs and violence here in Overtown. That we could maybe get to know you, give you an interview. Would you be open to that?
Sure. Hi, my name is Valerie Martin. I'm a homeless 62-year-old female. I recently lost my entire family. I had nowhere to go, so I came to Overtown. My father died in June. My mother died in August, and of course my husband died in May, all in 21. I buried 3 people in 3 months. You know, that's not an excuse to use drugs, but it takes you away for a minute or a moment, and you're able to cope and think better and be straight. The first drug I used was fentanyl. Fentanyl, I shoot the drug.
So fentanyl is with a needle, and where do you shoot it?
Fentanyl, you can shoot it, smoke it, and snort it. You want to stick it up your ass, you can do that too. Okay? Goes right into the muscle, and it's a 10 times better high.
Oh, so the muscle is better than the vein. That's why they shoot it.
It is. You have a better chance of surviving, and
Ma'am. Ma'am, we'll help you. Ma'am.
She got stole my dope.
You stole it. Huh? Move. I'm not telling you guys to go.
Just go.
I'm not crazy. You got dope in your hand. You got dope in your hand.
Yo, man, what the fuck, bro?
I'm your hand.
Let him go, bro.
Oh, you got dope in your hand.
Let him go.
Go ahead.
We say it's their fault that they're lazy addicts and criminals, but we've made it nearly impossible to get out. Imagine getting a job without an ID, or an ID without an address, or functioning at all with a mind that's slipping off sanity. And when they do get arrested, it's not help, it's punishment. We blame the broken while breaking them even more.
My name is Jennifer. I was born here actually in the States, but my parents are from Puerto Rico. I've had a pretty rough life. My mom, when I was 15, my mom made me turn my first trick when I was 15. I had my first baby when I was 16. My dad was murdered in front of me when I was 7 years old. Just found out 3 weeks ago I got cancer. I have leukemia, and I just went through my first chemo treatment last week. And I've had a really rough life. I've been chronically homeless. And I'm sick, and I need housing.
Do they provide you with shelter, or is it difficult to get shelter?
It's difficult to get shelter here in Miami.
When did drugs come into your life, and how did they affect you?
My mom got me on crack cocaine when I was 22 years old. I had watched my boyfriend be shot in the head, and I was depressed, and I was gonna take a gun and blow my brains out. My mom said, try this, it'll make you feel better.
And where were you raised? What part? Here in Overtown, or where are you from?
I wasn't raised here. I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, Ohio. And you were probably from a rough neighborhood as well.
Yes. Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
I've helped save 18 people, and this was before Narcan came out. A friend of mine named Freddie, he was up here. Freddie, he OD'd right here. Somebody had made the mistake of putting fentanyl inside the crack, and he fell out right here. That's Freddie right there. I helped save his life, stuff like that.
So Freddie, the one you talk about here, he OD'd, but he survived?
Yes, he survived. That's him right there. That's Freddie right there.
With the Gatorade?
Yeah.
Let's learn your story, but let's go in chronological order. Let's start with your childhood, where you were born, and your family, and growing up, all of that stuff.
All right. I was born in Miami, Florida. My mom was here in the late 70s and early 80s. She was kind of doing modeling or whatever. And my dad's from Cuba, came on Peter Pan in '61, and so he was up here, but he was not working a legitimate job his whole life. And then I went to Miami-Dade Community College and got an associate's degree back before they had a bachelor's, so it was just a community college. And I made good grades in my associates, transferred to Hawaii, and at University of Hawaii, got my bachelor's in human biology, a bachelor's in science. I was traveling a lot, so I was going to Central South America, and ended up getting in some trouble in like Colombia, and got a little narcotrafico case down there, whatever. I went down there to like work with the cartel on like recruiting like people to make runs, Americans with U.S. passports, and that's when I started making like good money. Prices on cocaine in Colombia are kind of ridiculous, and so I figured out I could make plenty of money doing more than I could even with my college degree. So I did that for a while, and
But eventually you left Colombia.
Eventually I got arrested and went to prison in Colombia, and then got extradited and did some federal prison time here, and that's when I I got out of I was in federal prison from 2004 to 2010. And my federal prison here in Miami, I was in there with Noriega. Manuel Noriega was in there with me, so yeah. But
And you were recruiting, so what did they actually charge you with for those 6 years?
well, I didn't get caught for recruiting because I figured out how that I could buy 5 keys in Colombia for $5,500, and I had one guy in Miami that would give me $100,000. So I was making about one trip a month and making $1 million a year.
So they charge you with distribution.
Yeah. So because if you have 5 keys or better, it's a mandatory 10 years. But I was
had less than 5.
Less than 5, yeah. So I pulled it off. Whatever sentence to 7, and on 7 I ended up serving 4, which is not a
So you were in Hawaii for college, and from Hawaii you went to Colombia?
Yeah, from Hawaii.
You went on like a trip. You weren't really planning any of this.
Right. Well, when I got out of college, I decided just to like travel the world a little bit. So I spent some time in Costa Rica. I spent some time in Panama, Aruba, Colombia.
Yeah, that's crazy because you were born in Miami, then you went to college in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Then you went on a vacation to Colombia, became a millionaire, then went back to the U.S. federal prison, 6 years, came out.
Yeah.
And then what happened from there?
And like I said, I had the epiphany in doing that prison time and everything that I was getting too old for that, and it was time to do something with my education and my smarts, because I'm actually a member of Mensa. I have 141 IQ. I'm like certified genius, whatever. But so it's like I need to be applying that to other aspects of my life. So I just started focusing on the personal training in the gym because I love doing it and riding motorcycles. So I worked at LA Fitness on Miracle Mile here in the Gables, and I worked there about 10 years and had a great time. It was like I was in elite physical condition and shape, whatever. Met a lot of friends that were into the same shit I was in, and my daughter was born in 2016, and then a year later is when I had a real bad motorcycle accident, and just broke myself up real bad, and broke a lot of bones, and was in a coma for a while, and that caused me problems because of my past drug history. So being on,
So, sorry, before the accident, you already had a relationship with drugs?
Yeah, just especially like living in Colombia and the cartel, I was recreational drugs, yeah. Right. So
like
and even in college, yeah. I mean,
right.
So a little bit of everything.
But the more serious drugs, when did he start? Was that after the motorcycle or?
Yeah, the real heavy usage was, heavy usage and trying to get, because I was.
That came after the accident.
Yeah, because I was, on prescription, opiate painkillers for life, practically. You know what I mean? So it's no difference between, a heroin addiction and being on those pills, except for those pills are a lot more money for real.
So those painkillers after the accident brought you closer to the heavy drugs.
Yeah, brought me right back.
They basically made you addicted. You had to keep taking it because of the pain.
Right.
Would you mind showing the people watching you have a lot of tattoos? You like tattoos as well?
Yeah.
You want to show people some tattoos, one of your favorite ones, stuff like that?
Sure, if you want. I have really interesting tattoos.
Right.
Really interesting ones. Let's see, I got this one is Jesus with a ski mask and a pistol. Here you go. Jesús con máscara pistola. Yeah, it's up on my shoulder right here. It says Miami with like the bullets for the eyes.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Yeah.
And I got the Lamborghini with the palm trees. I got the topless girls, South Beach topless girls got there. And then I got like the jail bars. This is a guy on a motorcycle.
This is like a Miami lifestyle.
Yeah, it's my Miami theme. And then I got titanium implants and that, whatever.
Your spine says flawless? Yeah.
Flawless.
And you have names of certain friends that you lost?
Friends and family are dead, yeah, passed away. And then, back from that, I got, there have some, like, you really need stuff with, like flies and stuff that are really cool portraits. I don't know if we could get into it sometime, but I have tons of, like, wild stuff.
Did you get any of these in prison? Or all of them?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah. All of them are from prison, but.
This isn't just a Miami problem. This is an American failure, a system that throws people away and forgets they were ever human. But they are. They are someone's son, someone's mother. They are what we could become in life if we were just a little different. And maybe if we started treating them like people, we'd finally stop losing the war nobody films.